Central Park students, what's going on? It's Max here. We have 2 online videos left. Sunday the 23rd, Sunday the 30th. This is coming out on the 23rd. We have 2 verses left to cover in 1 Peter. I'm really excited for what we announced last week. If you missed it, we're going to begin meeting weekly starting September 13 as we kick off our fall season together. We're going to meet outdoors at the church for the time being, 6:30 to 8. Our usual gathering time on Sunday nights. 6th through 12th grade is welcome. Play games, we'll do a teaching, we'll do some snacks, we'll hang out. I'm so excited to be back together and meeting regularly. In the meantime, catch up on 1 Peter. If you take some notes and send them to me, you'll be eligible for some prizes. I've got a bunch of different options, and so I'm looking forward to reading your notes and seeing what you are taking away from our summer study. So let's dive in to 1 Peter and our verse for today. Last week we made it into chapter 2, and so here we are in verse 2, chapter 2 of 1 Peter. Like newborn babies, crave pure spiritual milk, so that by it you may grow up in your salvation. If you remember anything from 1 Peter chapter 1, it's this. When we decide to follow Jesus, are a part of a new family. That's what we strive for as Central Park students, that you belong to this family, these people who are going to love you no matter what, and you belong. So it's almost like you are born again. You're born into this new family. So what happens when you are born? You are a baby. I have 2 kids, and so one thing I'm very aware of is how much they need milk, right? Whether from their mom or in the technology of today, whether it's formula, but babies need milk to survive, to thrive, to grow up. You can't just start giving them apple juice as soon as they're born. No, they need a specific thing. As we grow in our relationship, in our faith in Jesus, we need what Peter calls pure spiritual milk. What does he mean by that? If we are babies growing up in the faith, growing up to follow Jesus, we need the teachings of Jesus. We need the Bible. We need church, this community, this family that we can gather around, that we can lean on for support. Following Jesus alone is very difficult. Some would say impossible. We need other followers of Jesus around us to support us, to lift us up, to encourage us. Peter says that by this milk we will grow in our salvation. Salvation is a very churchy word, right? It's a word that you hear in church, that when we were first born the first time, we're born into a world of sin, a fallen world, that sin exists, that we are going to fall, that we are going to make mistakes, but that Jesus came and he died for our sins, so that as we follow him, as we follow his way, we receive salvation. This acknowledgement that our sin has been washed away, that when God sees us, he sees Jesus, the one who is perfect, the one who shows us the way to live. And so as we grow in that, as we try to become more like Jesus, we're challenged to become people of love, to be people who will show grace and mercy to other people. And ultimately, we can't grow in this new family if we don't have those things around us. The Bible, the words of Jesus. I recently heard a phrase, Bible before breakfast. It encourages us to spend time in the Bible, maybe reading a short story or something that Jesus said before we begin our day, before all these other things come at us, whether it's TikTok, YouTube, a podcast, social media, video games, whatever it might be for you, to spend time reading. So if you're looking for somewhere to start, John would be a great gospel to start in. Stories of Jesus, a very great place to start reading. So as we finish up this summer, maybe take that practice, Bible before breakfast. Spend some time, even if it's 30 seconds, even if you're just going to read a verse a day. Begin creating those habits, and over time you will begin to crave that pure spiritual milk as we try to follow Jesus together this summer and into the fall. 1 more verse next Sunday. I'm excited for us to be together in September. Peace.